It's story time, it's story time.
Es hora de el cuento.
It's story time, it's story time.
Es hora de el cuento.
Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga Day. Every Friday, I will be incorporating yoga poses that are related to the stories we've read. As always, let's begin in a seated position. Drop in and clear your thoughts, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Take long and deep breaths to quiet our minds and find stillness. Our first pose is called the butterfly pose. Begin in a seated position. Gently bend your knees and press the soles of your feet together. Interlace your fingers around your ankles or around your feet. Lengthen your spine and broaden your chest. Draw your shoulders down and back. You can begin to fly your butterfly by bringing your knees up and down, or you can find stillness, staying in this position for about 5 breaths. Our second pose is called the mountain pose. Stand with your feet parallel a few inches apart. Lift and spread your toes and the balls of your feet, then lay them softly back down on the floor. Feel the energy draw from your feet up through your core. On an inhale, gently bring the arms up over your head, tilting your chin up as well. And on your exhale, slowly bring them down. Inhale up. Exhale down. A few more times at your own pace. The next pose is called downward dog. Come onto your hands and knees with your hands a tiny bit in front of your shoulders, with your knees directly below your hips. Spread your palms, rooting down through all 4 corners of your hands, and turn your toes under. Practice lifting your knees off the ground slowly, and then back down, going at your own pace. When you're ready, begin to lift your knees off the ground, keeping them slightly bent with your heels lifted off the floor. Lengthen your tailbone away from the back of your pelvis. Lift the sitting bones towards the ceiling and draw your inner legs from your inner ankles up to your groin. Begin to walk your dog by pedaling your feet, straightening one leg out at a time, and then alternating them. Stay in this pose for 10 or more breaths, then bend your knees on an exhale and lower yourself into child's pose. This next one is called the tripod headstand. It's a little more advanced, but with some practice, I'm sure we can get you into this pose safely. Start in a tabletop position with your hips over your knees and shoulders over your wrists. Position the crown of your head in between your hands. If you need to, you can go ahead and roll your mat so you have more cushion to support your head. Slide the hands back a few inches until your arms form a 90-degree angle. Spread your fingers and actively root down through the inner hands. Tuck the toes under and lift your hips up and back. Lift the heels very high and start to walk the feet in towards your chest. Alternate bringing one knee to the tricep area and then back. Trying the other one. Press away from the ground with your hands and draw your shoulders away from your ears. Energetically hug the elbows in towards each other. Imagine squeezing a rubber ball with your elbows. Keep reaching the heels very high and engage your lower abdomen. Hold this position for 5 to 10 breaths. If you feel like you can do it, go ahead and extend the legs up, pointing the toes, keeping the hips aligned with the shoulders. When you're ready, slowly come down and rest. Our last pose is called the happy baby pose. Lie on your back, and with an exhale, bend your knees into your belly. Inhale, grip the outsides of your feet with your hands. Open your knees slightly wider than your torso, then bring them up towards your armpits. Position each ankle directly over the knee so your shins are perpendicular to the floor. Flex your feet. Gently push your feet up into your hands as you pull your hands down to create resistance. When you're done, release your legs and lay flat on your back. Let your feet fall outwards and keep your palms facing up as you take deep breaths to end our practice with a moment of silence. When you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers, toes, hands, and feet. Bring any movement back into your bodies before slowly coming into a seated position. Bring your palms together, thumb to your heart. Close your eyes and gently lower your head to take this time to honor yourself, your practice, and this space you've created with your wonderful energy. Take that energy wherever you go and share with everyone you meet. Namaste.